The Gauteng Department of Education this weekend hosted its first multi-certification skills program mini festival. The learner-focused initiative aims to equip learners with practical skills during their schooling journey in order to ensure that they attain more than a national senior certificate at the end of their schooling path. Now, to tell us more about this, I'm joined by Department of Education spokesperson in Gauteng, Steve Mabona. Steve, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this afternoon, or this evening rather. So now this program is unique to Gauteng. Talk to us about what the objective is by the department in rolling this out.
Good evening to all our viewers. Look, this is a revolution. This is us changing the landscape, because we felt that learners need to attain certificates. You know, when they leave the basic education, they should be in a position to, if they want to go into the corporate world, they can use those certificates to go there. We have started with this mini festival focusing on the 4IR, the basket as it were, looking at coding and robotics, digital literacy, looking at the engineering, but focusing on electronics, and making sure that we also focus on the cyber security, artificial intelligence, looking at all those elements that we think they will assist the learners in the 4IR. And in the next few weeks, we'll be focusing on, general basket, and we'll have the technical basket. But the intent and purpose of this is to make sure that when the learners leave the basic education, they should have 12 or even 13 certificates that can assist them in their future.
So maybe just talk to us in terms of the practicality of it. These are accredited certificates that learners will be able to leave school with. How will this be rolled out at schools? Will I be enrolled in a public school and automatically this will come as part of the subjects? Just explain the mechanics around it.
Yes, we started last year. So we are continuing, rolling out in all our schools. The intents, we want to make sure that all our schools in Gauteng have the certification, program. So we are continuing with that, and because you then have the curriculum benefit, because when you look at some of these courses or experiential training that we give to learners, it has something to do with the benefit in terms of what they will be doing in the classroom. Like, for instance, those that are doing electronics, they would have given us the projects that will, be innovative, problem solving, looking at the country. I mean, there's one school that they gave us a wheelchair, which is electronically propelled, but it has remote controls that you can, control and make sure that you move. But, according to them, it will come cheaper than the electronic one. So you will then want to make sure that learners are supported and make sure that they are innovative and problem solving, but their projects are intertwined to what they will be learning in the classroom. Like, for instance, those that are doing CAD, they would have produced product where there's artificial intelligence, your coding, and your drone technology will then be assisting them, because for you to operate a drone, you need to be licensed. So we are actually assisting them at the level where they are at the age where you can then be, certified, in the sense that you'll be given a license to operate a drone. They will be in a position to do that because we would have trained them, from the lower grades.
So with the rollout that's already taken place in some of the schools that you've put some of these programs in, talk to us just about the reception of how the learners are engaging with some of these subjects and the challenges maybe that you've encountered thus far in creating learning lessons for you in the next rollouts.
No, learners are very much excited. It actually assists them also with their level of confidence, their research capability, teamwork, so it assists them. So everywhere we introduced the program, learners would have been fond of, would have been very excited to participate in the program. From grade R, I mean, this program from grade R, you would have seen the grade R learners that were presenting a solar farm, explaining on how solar operates, explaining about the batteries, if they need to be charged, on how the sun will assist them to, recharge their products. It's quite amazing. So the reception is quite good. The only thing that we are doing is just to make sure that we make sure that all the schools have this program, because we started with the schools of specialization and we also went to low formal technical schools, and now we have public ordinary schools that are coming into the program. Our partners are very good. They are assisting the program, so we are quite sure that this program will be a success.
How unique are some of these courses to South Africa in terms of how they're designed? I understand that obviously there's a global outlook to how you approach artificial intelligence and just flying a drone. But when you speak of those grade R learners, how much are those subjects localized to them understanding their particular environment, and how some of these can become solutions for some of the social ills or problems that they experience within their immediate communities?
Yes, to a certain extent, they are localized, but also you look at the global picture, because you can operate outside the international space. So you localize at certain level, but then also expand. Like for instance, today we're focusing on 4IR, but in the near future, we'll be focusing on the technical basket. Technical basket will then entail many things which you will then have to certify learners on. We also have what we call a general basket. General basket will take from swimming, sign language, entrepreneurship, all those soft skills that you need to impart. We'll elaborate more when we also, facilitate that festival. But you cannot localize it too much, because then you need to look at the global perspective. Because if you're talking, for instance, cybersecurity, it's more or less the same. Hackers are the same. They can want to hack wherever they are. But if you make sure that your system, you will not be in a position to hack, then on how do you do that? And it's versatile. I mean, you can work anywhere. So you can't localize too much. You need to look at the broader picture.
All right, Steve Mabona, thank you so much for your time this evening. Certainly is inspiring to see young people engaging with the future in the way that they are. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us. Now,